to give you a little story. It's kind of an unpacking, but it's still a story. You know. The person I was around decided to re-enlist in the military. So they ended up going overseas during the Gulf Wars and things like that. So when they came back with TB. Well, VA found it, and they said that it was going to take a series. And it's usually, there's 4-month series, 8-month series, and a 9-month series, depending on the meds you take and how your body reacts to the meds. Because the shorter the term, the stronger the meds. So it just depends on your body. So the VA offered him an 8th-month treatment series that you take meds every day. It doesn't cure TB. It's a virus. You'll never get rid of it. You'll always have TB. But the chances of it flaring up and you being able to spread it drops considerably. So for the health of others around you, as well as yourself, the series is kind of a good thing to do, a positive. Well, we found out about that. I encouraged him to do it right away. Just do it. Just do it. No big deal. He put it off, and he put it off. Well, the reason he put it off was because during this 8-month, he was going to do the 8-month one. 8-month program series, he had to completely abstain is the word, from drinking. Well, he didn't want to do that. He could. I mean, he wasn't an alcoholic. He's not an alcoholic. Well, I don't know now, but he wasn't an alcoholic. He just didn't want to. He didn't want to stop drinking. It was too much fun. So he didn't do it. So when I finally got moved, let's put it moved. When I finally moved, I went to new doctors, and they had my records from my other place. But as you know, new doctors, they want to start with a whole new script, even though they have their old records. So they found out that I have the virus, TB virus. So the only place I could get it was from overseas. I've never been overseas. The only person I was ever around was one person that had TB and had not taken care of it, so it was still able to be spread. So my first thought was, and this was my first thought, this is the way my brain worked, and it still does, is he's still trying to kill me from far away. It doesn't matter. He's going to kill me from far away. So I pushed my way through it. I asked my doctor what I needed to do. I knew there was a series because of dealing with the VA. I knew there was a series. My doctor had no idea. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to do. Blank looks. Deer in headlights. I'm like, okay, you're my physician. You should at least have a connection to call. So I called I don't know what it's called. Where you call, I'm going to say the CBC, but that's not what it's called. You know what I'm talking about? Infectious diseases place. I called them, and they said, we don't do anything unless you're an active blown. And I said, I'm trying to prevent that. I'm trying to prevent passing it on to other people. I don't want to pass it on. I want to prevent that as much as possible. Like I said, you don't get rid of the virus. The only thing the meds do, they say it's curable. it's not curable. It's a virus. So it can still flare up. It can still flare up. The series is to kind of keep the flaring from being so often and so severe. That's all it does. You know, I mean, if I can still get full-blown TB, I mean, it's still there. So anyway, so I called them and they said, nope, you know, you're not in full-blown, so we don't do anything about it. So I called and I called and I called, and I'm like, I don't know why infectious diseases wouldn't want preventable cures, you know, preventable medicine to keep them, unless they would just want to stay in business. I don't know. I didn't understand why they wouldn't want to give me the meds. So finally I called and I called and I called, and I finally found this physician, and she gave me the meds. She gave me the hardest ones possible. So it was a 4-month thing. So it was pretty tough on my body. It wasn't fun, but it was so worth it because I couldn't be. I mean, I was afraid to be even around my kid. You know, what am I going to do if I give my kid TB? You know, what am I going to do? So once I found this woman, beautiful doctor, great. She was like, I don't understand why they didn't give it to you. It's any physician can give you this med. Any physician can give you this med. Why do they send you to me as a specialist for this? And I said, I don't know. But she goes, I'll give them to you. She goes, which ones do you want? You know, and I said, well, if my body can take the 4-month, let's just do the 4-month and let's get it done and over with, so I can at least be in the same room with my kid, because I didn't even want him in the same room, just in case I coughed and it was still in the air. I didn't want him in the, you know, I didn't want anybody around. On top of the agoraphobia, it was like on top of everything else. Anyway, so I finally got the 4-month med, and she was like, well, I'm going to give you 4 months. She says, if you have a problem, get back to me. If you don't, here's the refill for it, and just keep going and do it. Well, I did it just like I was supposed to every single day. You can't miss a day. You can't miss a day. If you miss a day, it has no effect. It has, you know, you kind of start all over again. Well, I don't want to do that. I want to get it done and over with and move on. You know, there's other things in life that needs to be taken care of. Let's get this one done, since we found a direction, and get it fixed. So, in 4 months, I finally got the meds completed. So my series is now complete. I still have TB. I still, every time I think of it, I just get madder, but there's nothing you can do. You know, it is what it is, what it is, what it is, you know. My opinion, and it's just my opinion, is selfishness has made me sick. Made me sick, and that's all I can think of is, even though I got away, he still finds ways to try to hurt me. You know, I keep seeing that body bag still. It's still in the back of my mind. I don't want to cry about this. This is a positive thing. This is a positive day. So I finished my series, so now I can see people. I finished it about a month ago, so I'm feeling more secure. I'm feeling more secure about being around people. So that's helping my agoraphobia. So that's not on top of the anxiety, you know, because it was on top of the anxiety. So it was even more pressure on that point of not being around anybody. So I just wanted to let you know that my TB series is completed. I still have it. It's a virus. It's a virus. You never get rid of viruses. It's just, you have it. The only thing the series does is keeps it from flaring up as easily, as frequently. I could still have flare-ups. I could still have, I could still be contagious. So it bothers me that because of my choices, I can be hurting people around me and I don't even know it. I don't even know it. Because they say, you'll know. You'll know if you have a flare-up. You'll cough more. You'll feel weak. You'll this. You'll that. Well, hello. Look at me. Look at my age. Hello. I'm tired. I cough all the time. This is who I am. I won't be able to tell. I won't be able to tell. So I'm very cautious still. But I'm thankful that this woman, this doctor came through for me. Finally. I mean, it took about 6 months to find her. And she was like, this is crazy. Why aren't they doing this? This is just meds. It's, you write a script and off you go, and you do it right. You take care of yourself or you don't do it, And for me, I wanted it right. I don't want, I'm talking about my son. I don't want to make him sick. I want to, be able to hug him without being cautious if I'm contagious. Going out in public. I mean, I can give it to strangers. And then the strangers don't know they have it. And then they can give it, because of one selfish person, an epidemic could start. Because one person didn't want to stop their life and their journey and their fun. So they decided to be selfish and do what they wanted to do when they wanted to do it. It's not surprising. I wasn't surprised. I talked about it all the time to this person, and he would kind of blow me off. Hello, let's say, the chaff and redirect. Nothing was ever answered. Nothing was ever done. I knew nothing was ever done because I was keeping up with this VA stuff, when he came back. So, I knew nothing was ever done. I don't know if anything's been done since. He could be spreading it around all over the place. Who knows? But my biggest thing was, he was even long distance. He was still trying to put me in the ground. So, I fought against that. So hopefully, it'll keep the flare-ups down. It'll probably be where I go, how I go, because my lungs are shot anyway. But that's another story, another life. So it'll probably affect my lungs, and that's probably how I'll end up deteriorating. But I fought hard, and I got through all the meds. And for that, I think that's a positive. I'm going to take it as a giant W. Because again, like I said, it took me months to even find somebody who would even listen to me. They would just, unless I was flaring up, I wouldn't know, unless it was completely severe, and then by that time it's too late, So I finally found somebody who listened to me. finally found somebody who kind of shrugged their shoulders and went, I don't know why you're working so hard. It's too easy, Excuse me, my nose. So, I just wanted to relay that to you and tell you of a win I've had recently, and that even though people knock you down, knock you around, just keep pushing forward. They can't take you down for long. I think the biggest thing for me was when I finally took that last pill and I went, see, you're losing power over me already. You're losing power over me already just by doing what I did. He had power over me for a very long time. So each little step, each little day, each little thing I do gives me my power back. It took a lot of years for him to take it and to keep it and to control it. So it's going to take a little time for me to get it back. But I'm getting there. But I wanted a positive day for the community, that my TB test is still positive. So when I go places, they put me in quarantine. But that's okay. That's all right. I can take that. My positivity is that I found somebody to listen to me. Even though I had to push, I found somebody positive to listen to me and to give me the meds. And I took them. And the last day I took the meds, I was so proud of me for standing up against somebody who was being selfish and gave this crap to me. Okay? I've never been out of the U.S. Why would I have TB? That's the only person I know who has TB and has active TB and has never taken care of it. So, I'm not... that's the only thing I know. But I want you to hear that there is a positive out there. With the negative, there is a positive. That's one step less control he has over me. And I want you to know that you can do the same thing. You may have to fight. You may have to cry. You may have to scream. You may have to holler. You may have to show your backside. But there are people out there that listen to you, and they do love you. Like me. I love you. I think you're beautiful, and I think you're worth it, or I wouldn't be here telling you my story. To give you hope. I hope it's giving you hope. I hope it's giving you strength. I love you all, and I just wanted to share this story with you. I want you to do the best you can with what you have. If you need help, I'm here. I'm never far away. You look at me almost every day. You look at me almost every day. I try to talk to you every single day. I missed yesterday because I was in such a positive mood, and the cork was in so well that I tried to go out of my comfort zone, and I did get out of my comfort zone to help someone in another city. I drove us both to there, and I helped clean a big mess. This was a big mess. There's no reason to get into details, but she needed the help, and so I was there for her. So, for me to be able to give, I wanted to do that. I'm sorry I was away from you, but I wanted to test my goals, test my strength, and I accomplished it. But I wanted to be here today to tell you another positive, that my TB series is complete, and I hope the flare-ups don't occur. I'm hoping I can keep myself healthy enough where the flare-ups don't occur. But it's sad to think that selfishness makes other people sick. So, have a beautiful day. Take every day with a ray of sunshine. Start the day with a positive attitude, if you can.